Now, who amongst us has not always been a seeker of the fountain of youth, right? Ah, a dream indeed. What if I tell you there might be a way for this dream of yours to become a reality? Sounds impossible? Well, not with the guidance of the very timeless beauty and ageless grace, the iconic Jane Fonda, a Hollywood legend that not only defies the laws of aging but manages to make 80 look like 60. Intrigued? Grab a cozy seat, perhaps a cup of green tea, Jane's favorite, by the way, and let us delve into the secrets she graciously spills about staying forever young. Let us take a little detour before I delve into the details, and pause a moment to admire what a mesmerizing wonder of humanity Jane Fonda indeed is. What a beauty! Have you seen what she looks like? It is like she drank from the fountain of youth while we were all busy doing wrinkle counts. So what is her secret? So how does she keep that radiant glow and boundless energy even as time races against her? When she said, "I want young people to stop being afraid about getting older. What matters isn't age. Isn't that just a chronological number? What matters is your health." She was addressing you. Now let us look into those secret ingredients she shared with us that held her beauty timeless. Number 1. The power of physical activity. It's never too late to get moving. Exercise has always been Jane Fonda's speciality, and she says that much of her perpetual youth can be credited to the power of bodily activity. I mean, you don't have to start bench pressing your body weight today or anything. A little movement goes a long way in the process, Jane said in a conversation. What's most important is to find something you love and just stay with it. She danced her way through life, from watching workout videos in the 80s to going dancing now. Movement is an essential element in her routine. It gives life to the body and vitality to the spirit, she says. Jane's fitness journey inspires many, but she didn't begin pumping iron in her teens. Rather, later in life, my friend became more active. So if you think it's too late to begin, think again. Whether it's yoga or swimming, even a brisk walk around the block, find what makes you move and groove. Number 2. Mindfulness and meditation. Jane's Zen approach to aging. Jane Fonda also swears by the power of mindfulness and meditation. Though it's not just about physical exertion, it's necessary in a world that goes by at breakneck speed to find fragments of peace and tranquility. And Jane believes it has something to do with staying young. She talks about taking time for herself. May it be meditation or just sitting quietly with a cup of tea, it has apparently been really helpful for her. But our minds also need attention. Think of it like a spa treatment for the soul. This is also like a reminder to modern society, which is always busy and rarely mindful, of the value of slowing down to reflect on what's happening around you in the moment. So the next time you feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to do as Jane does. Take a corner to yourself, then close your eyes and breathe deep until all of life simply fades away like a pet dog shouting down in his little cell. Number 3. Embracing change. The mental shift that keeps Jane young at heart. One of the most outstanding features of Jane Fonda's philosophy on aging is her acceptance that change is inevitable. Whether it's adjusting to new technology, taking up a hobby, or simply accepting natural wrinkles as time goes by, she takes each stage of life for what it is and uses the opportunity to improve herself. Change is not always a bad thing, you see. She confidently talks about how she thinks that the important thing is to accept change instead of fighting it. Life is divided into chapters, and each one has its own pleasures and pains. Don't fight the winding, just go with it, she would say. It is indeed a viewpoint that contradicts the normal wisdom about aging. But instead of staring down the relentless flow of time, Jane urges us to consider it as an exploration into who we are. So the next time you spot a couple of silver strands and start complaining, just remember that each one has its own story to tell. Now that is something worth celebrating. Number 4. The role of nutrition. Jane's healthy eating affair with the heart. Of course, we cannot talk about the fountain of youth without touching on nutrition. Regarding her eating habits, Jane Fonda firmly believes in the old saying that you are what you eat, which has always been proven true, if you ask me. Food is energy, and I want the best for my body, Jane says. She has apparently always favored a plant-based diet regardless, and it does not make her feel any different than before. Her plate is a kaleidoscope of color, from nourishing salads to appetizing smoothies. She doesn't avoid treating herself to something rewarding every now and then, like dark chocolate, for instance. But maintaining balance among all this is the key. So perhaps it is time to revise our relationship with food. Is this the key to a more youthful you? That next serving of vegetables or replacing that sugary snack with some nuts might be a start to finding the answer to that question. At least Jane certainly thinks so. Enjoying the video so far? Hit that like and subscribe button to show us your support and comment the topics you want us to cover videos on next. Number 5. Social connection, the heartbeat of Jane Fonda's youthful spirit. First, there is one thing about Jane Fonda that is often not noticed. Social connection is extremely important to her. Even with her packed schedule, she always manages to set aside time for friends and family, even if it is just virtually. She always makes sure to keep her people close. At a time dominated by screens and social media, Jane's insistence on real, honest relationships is truly refreshing. Inspired enough to abandon that smartphone, book the coffee date, and water those relationships full of smiles? I think you should. Jane says this is a foolproof way to keep the spirit young forever. Number 6. The power of passion. Jane's unwavering commitment to purpose. As we delve deeper into this topic, it is quite evident that Jane Fonda has been sticking to purpose in her ageless adventure. She is very serious in her activism, acting, and even while the little things like doing workout videos. Life gets meaning from a sense of purpose, Jane reflects. That is the spark which makes life thrilling and compelling. In a society where sometimes growing older is considered almost equal to losing one's way, such sentiments from Jane provide an inspired wake-up call. Age really is just a number. Does not matter if your dream is a lifelong one or you are now discovering some new interest. Just find something that warms your heart and makes it happy. Number 7. The not-so-secret weapon, Jane's skincare routine. Now let's talk about the most awaited topic. One of Jane Fonda's not-so-secret weapons in her ageless triumph, her skincare routine. But of course, we all want to know the secret magic potions and products she uses for her unblemished skin, right? Take proper notes while Jane spills the beans by saying consistency is key. She emphasizes. She says that she has done a good job since her 20s in terms of cleansing, moisturizing, and protecting skin from the sun. It is a lifetime project, as it seems. So, time to run to the store, I guess. With high-grade serums and sunblock with SPF higher than my college GPA, Jane's skincare regimen is a living embodiment of the theory that money invested in your skin sure comes back later. So, perhaps now's the time to reconsider that minor slacking off and delay in building your skincare regime. Your old self will probably thank you for it. Number 8. Age with attitude, Jane's final words of wisdom. Age with attitude is not merely a catchy slogan, but sums up the way Jane Fonda has undertaken the task of growing old. This last point is like a mantra that everyone should take to heart. When faced with change, we must be ready and welcome it positively. It is about accepting and celebrating individuality, following your interests in life, and making the most of who you are as a person. It represents combativeness in the face of difficulty. It recognizes that life has its peaks and valleys, but with a strong spirit, one can ride out the storms, gain knowledge from hard times, and be strengthened. Jane Fonda's remarkable journey of overcoming personal and professional difficulties is a testament to the strength that comes from meeting those challenges directly and owning up to one's faults and foibles without losing dignity. So there you have it, come directly from the ageless icon herself. Whatever it may be, movement, mindfulness, nutrition, social connection, or an obsessive skincare routine are all there in Jane Fonda's prescription for the fountain of youth we have long searched for. So take a sheet from her book and raise a cup to a future that will never end. Thank you for joining in, and don't forget to share this video with your friends to help them find the fountain of youth too.